We're going to hear they are. People who don't want to be in our fucking club. Get over there in the bit. No, not that one. No, not that. No, that big fucking long queue there. Yeah, get at the back of that with your fucking blue passport. You melt. Wasn't like this when we came to Benidorm in '82, Stan. And I was adopted from an Irish mother and an Irish father. And I remember being abroad with my Irish mate and he's going like, this is the passport you want. Never conquered anyone, never been to war with anyone apart from the people who turned us up on our country and wanted a row. But anyway, that's subjective and I understand that. And so I found out where my mother was from and I thought, you know, it was a village of 600 people. That's the modern day population of it. It was maybe a bit more than that then. And I went to I found out she was already dead, but I thought, you know, I'm going to go and walk this village and see what it's like. Right, crying here. £10 each way, hire car, 30 knicker, Irish B&B, scones and tea when you get there. All for £100 and no trip advisor. So I went and I went to the local church and I started looking around and I knew my grandfather's name and I found his grave, Murta Kelly, with his wife who was in the grave along with two of their sons, the last of which died in I think 1982. And it's quite a weird feeling that to stand in front of a grave of someone who you have absolutely no emotional attachment to, yet without them people in there you're not here, you know. And so anyway, I went back into the village and I had a couple of pints with these lads. It was a bit of a mad one. Sit down next to this fella, football, international language. All right, mate, you want a pint? Blah, blah, blah. Leeds United. No wonder you look unhappy, lad. Paddy Mackey, his name was. And anyway, his mate comes down the corner. I said, all right, mate, I'm Nasher. He goes, I'm Paddy Mackey too. So I was out with these two guys, both cousins. And I ended up going on the lash with them at this like really old Irish boozer. And the night ended with me and Paddy Mackey outside the only chippy in 20-mile radius. I hadn't eaten anything since I'd had the tea and scones when I arrived, and Paddy Mackey's trying to give me his chicken burger. No, you have it, man. I'll have the chicken thigh, have the chip. I've got cornflakes at home. And he rang me a taxi. Anyway, walking back from the graveyard to the pub, I was walking in the footsteps of ghosts. That's what came to me, and I was thinking about my own mother and father who have both passed since, the mother and father who brought me up. And thinking, like, you know, wonder what they'd think about me being here. I think they both would have been very supportive. But I never got to meet her, which is kind of a shame. But you know, it's a good place to park it. And even though I never met her and she never knew me, she has given me the means to get an Irish passport. So you know what? So anyway, we're in Benidorm next year. You're all in that big fucking long queue. All right, lads. Right. Only takes your father, a mother, or a grandfather, or a grandmother. Come and join the club. But you know what? I don't know. I won't go down that route. I'm a citizen of Earth. There's no borders from space, is there? And yeah, more of that later. Oh my God, I haven't even put it on the set list. It's just come to me now. You don't even know your own songs, lads. This is Footsteps of Ghosts. Searching the stones full of names I don't know, in a place far away from home. The crow on the wall points to 4 in the hole. Mother, father, and their 2 sons. Then just as the light fades, feel the rain upon my face. Wonder what I'm doing in this place. Wonder what I'm hoping to find. And I wish footsteps of ghosts with me. Talk about all that you've given me with your hidden sacrifice. Mother, a savior, without you I don't get here. They're both united, Manchester Leeds, the ballots or sheaves. They've walked down every single stone on these streets. They're thick as thieves down in Casey's and Butterfields. We go pushing through the swing door, feel the heat, hear the fire roar. Padge and John on the free board. Think I'm gonna drink myself blind, and I wish walk in the footsteps of ghosts with me. Talk about all that you've given me with your hidden sacrifice. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't find you. A mother, a savior, without you I wouldn't be here. Walking in footsteps of ghosts. The one thing I am missing most of all is my wife and family. A mother is savior, without you I don't get here. Angela's closed, it's time to go home. How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time here? We're good. Yeah. So, okay. No, I've been so buzzing since I wrote this tune. This is brand new. I've never played it in front of anyone before. Let's hope I can remember it. It was influenced by a documentary called Requiem for Detroit by Julian Temple, showing the collapse of the city of Detroit, which I think nearly went bankrupt a couple of years ago. A city of 2 million, which is now down to about 600,000 people, have left in their in their 1.5 million. And these cathedrals of car manufacturing are crumbling and left to just die. So anyway, I got a first line: no one wants to live in Motown, and that's what started me. And I got to a verse about talking about Michael Moore, who was a resident of Flint, Michigan, also a big car industry, and now basically just a mess. And I'd kind of got to a point in the song and I'd run out of words, so I'm looking on Netflix and there's a series called Flint Town about Flint police officers. Anyone seen it? Yeah, you've seen it. So then you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about here. So I'm watching this stuff and I'm going, this is brilliant. I'm getting all these lines out of it. We're talking about there was 300 police and now they've been cut to 98 police. For 100,000 citizens. They can't even double them up in the squad cars. And they're selling the guns they're seizing from gangsters back to legitimate gun owners to pay for the wages of the police. So anyway, there was 2 officers in this thing who are name check in the song. Well, Detective Belasco, now she becomes a detective later on, and her partner, Officer Frost. And so I come in from writing this tune and I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm on Facebook and I go, I wonder if Flint PD are on Facebook. And fucking hell, there they are, look at that. I was looking at you know where they tell you how long it takes them as you usually respond. I was told it was going to be about 3 weeks. So it usually responds within a couple of hours. So I dropped the name, blah, blah, blah. What's the series? It's Boss, you know. Michael Moore made me aware of what was happening in Flint, blah, blah, blah. Have you got an address so I can send this track? And this woman, the Captain Lee Gordon, comes back to me. Oh, wow, we haven't had anyone famous. Well, yeah, fucking, hold on, girl. Don't be getting excited here. Ain't fucking Justin Timberlake, you know what I mean? But, so I demoed the tune, and I don't know, maybe in my arrogance or in stupidity, I don't know. I just thought if I'd have influenced someone in my job as an electrician to write a song called Boss Sparks, then I'd want to hear it, you know what I mean? So I'm waiting to hear what they come back, and where are we? I'll get it in a minute. All right, let me just have a quick tune up. Yeah. And the thing that attracted me to this documentary, there's so many shades of my city as well. You know, in the 1800s was booming because of the cotton and the slaves and all the rest of it that was coming. Tobacco, that was the one I was looking for. And you know, maybe Detroit will rise once again. And when I posted a little thing of this demo on my Facebook, a Detroit resident came back to me, who's just moved back to Detroit after living in 17 years in California. So that was quite cool. She said, this song tugs at my heartstrings. This is called No One Wants to Live in Motown. Where's me Guinness? Hey. You can't give booze to a Bobby.
I know, it's not legal, it's a shame.
I haven't even got a preset for it. That'll do.
No one wants to live in Motown since cathedrals of industry closed down. They built freeways in the sky, 7 lanes wide, and the cars all drove out of Motown. Is it white flight to suburban max prisons? Is it black fright? Projects are overrun with villains. And did the gun crime kill the high times down on 8 Mile? Michael told me about Flint, Michigan, stories of glory days you'll never see again. The assembly lines rust and crumble to dust when the cars all rolled out of Motown. Where's the blue line? 98 from 300. Where's the lifeline? Out in cars getting murdered. And now the gun crime pays the overtime. We'll have 7 more Belascos for Cat Squad. And when Frost makes it home, does he thank God that he made it back while civilians are taking pot shots? Unlocked, unloaded, hope that you both make it home. Both make it home. It's always been Martha Reeves and the Vandellas for me, dancing in the street. streets. Little Stevie got the world on its knees till the real Slim Shady stood up. Barry G, the Commodores, Detroit Spinners, Smokey Robinson and the Miracle. Detroit winners, you know I want you back, baby love. We're hot slates in the deep. No one wants to sing in Motown. Sound.
If you'd like a copy of that, I'll be putting it on 7-inch vinyl in about a week.
Hey mate, this is the 21st century. She'll be up in 5 minutes. This is where we take a little turn for the worst and I start ranting. The Daily Mail, and I'm sure there are people. You don't have to admit it. Don't have to admit it. It's your choice. There are people in this room that are readers of the Daily Mail. They're worse than the Sun because they are because they masquerade as like the voice of you know Middle England and responsibility and all that when really they're a joke. If you're a female and you read the Daily Mail, remember that the Daily Mail was formed to suppress the suffragette movement in this country and to undermine women. Not much has changed when you look at their gossip pages, and every female they report on is scantily clad and regardless of talent in the vocal, acting or modelling department is reduced to a singing pair of tits. If you're Jewish, don't buy the Daily Mail. Rodomir was in with Hitler. They backed the black shirts in Cable Street. If you have any scrap of humanity in your heart, don't buy the Daily Mail and don't support their division of what we are. What binds us together, we have more in common than divides us. We're all sound, we just come from different places, you know what I mean? The thing that inspired this song was, you'd always find the Daily Mail on Ladies' Day at Aintree digging out the Scousers. And, you know, because they're supposed to be scruffy Norders, and how dare they wear fucking Prada, you know. And there was a photograph a couple of years ago of a girl in a nice pair of slip-on shoes, and she had an identity tag on her ankle. Now, it's funny that same telescope that is shone on Liverpool is not shone at Epsom, where the same fucking scruffs are doing lines of beak and getting destroyed as well. But, you know, that's allowed. Anyway, I seen this picture, a girl from Liverpool, a girl from Huyton actually, my friend Angela Joseph, who is just so scared and she's brilliant. And she said, there's no way I'm having that. That girl's leg with the tag was a Scouser. Have you seen the state of her heels? A Scouser wouldn't put the fucking bins out with heels like that. This is called Get That Recipe Down.
Don't believe half the things that I read in the Daily Mail. But Kim's got her arse out again on page 3 and page 9. The country's a mess, but did you see that dress on Victoria? You bitch about Ladies' Day, women wear Prada with tags. I can't stand your propaganda, junkies and pedophiles coming after you, immigrants taking your jobs, Chinese eating your dogs. Get that recipe down. And I don't believe when the polls say JC's unelectable. The winter of discontent, coldest since records began. And Hitler was gone, but whose side were you on down on Cable Street? An angry and Finchley writes protest song no one will hear. But I can't stand your propaganda, hoodies and juveniles coming after you, Krauts in cahoots with the frogs, no blacks, Irish or dogs. Get that recipe down. Don't you think it's obscene that a girl of 14 ran away with her teacher to France? And divorcees can't date cause they need to lose weight. Ladies, this is your last chance. Krispy Kremes or romance, get that recipe down. But I can't stand your propaganda, rapists and pedophiles coming after you, Krauts in cahoots with the frogs, no blacks, Irish or dogs. Oh, dogs, get that recipe down.
Thank you. Okay. We're going to go back up because I'm running out of time, and I've got a special friend here who's going to come up and play with me. Not in a Jimmy Savile kind of way.
I thought you knew Stuart.
Are you telling me I'm in for a sharp shot?
No, you're all right, you stayed here and you haven't got a key.
This next song is dedicated to George Osborne. Do you remember him? No. So where the fuck's George? He's legged it with Dave. It's all gone fucking Pete Tong, mate. Gone. He's only got 6 jobs now. He got caught in flagrante delicto, I believe they say on the continent, with a black prostitute and a line of cocaine on the table. Apparently tried to buy the picture to keep it out of the public distribution, keep it out of the public domain. I'm not going to let that happen. There's a great video for this. Nothing down to my performance in it, but my mate mocked up a video of me reading the BBC News as a coked up newsreader. This is called Prostitutes and Cocaine. Now, just a warning, if you're going to Google this, make sure you put in Nasher, Prostitutes and Cocaine. You get yourself off into a whole world of trouble there, especially at work. Yeah, prostitutes and cocaine, and then I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to get to Stuart. So, how are we doing for time? Come on, tell me quickly.
10 minutes left.
Okay, we're going to fucking ladder it. Okay.
Did you get your mojo back when you dropped some bombs? Burning bullies in front of tramps with the Bullingdon boys. Don't know how you can look so smug with your best friend Dave, while a generation's doomed to be modern day slaves. One more bag or two makes no difference, I'll do more than you. Can I fuck you too? Go, go, Gideon, driving the gravy train. Go, go, Gideon, hanging out with prostitutes and cocaine. It's like the fucking Ramones, this version. You can save your crocodile tears for the wicked witch. If you're that upset, you can get in the box with the bitch. You can bet she'd be so proud of the dog she spoils. Outside there are millions of us wish you'd never been born. One more bag or two, split the 8-ball just to see us through. I'll do more than you. Go, go, Gideon, driving the gravy train. Go, go, Gideon, hanging out with prostitutes and cocaine. No more gear for you. Mop your brow, head down for a day or two. Colombian flu. Go, go, Gideon, driving the gravy train. Go, go, Gideon, hanging out with prostitutes and cocaine. Go, go, Gideon, getting back on the groovy train. Go, go, Gideon, hanging out with prostitutes and cocaine. Hookahs and blow, brass and bugle to go. He likes nothing more than chopping out big fat white lines and hanging out with busty prostitutes and cocaine.
I've got to play this, and then I'm going to play the Power of Love, and I can't play this fast. This is the message. This is my message to you. It's not political. It's not patriotism. It's not that. It's a humanist level. I was sitting in a cafe, and you know, you always get shit papers in the cafe. It's funny enough, they never have the Daily Mail in the cafe. They have an Evening Standard, like, which is just like its bastard half brother. But there was two papers. It was the Daily Star or the Sun. So I've had to lump in for the Daily Star. And there's a page in the Daily Star called Text Maniacs. To see what they did there. And there's a message in there, and it was during the time when the dead Syrian kid was found on the beach, and we've got Rottweilers like Katie Hopkins shouting, "Show me the bodies." Yeah. Do you know what? When I see things like that, and I love everyone. I just said to Katie, I'm just thinking, you know what? I hope everyone you love dies before you, because of saying things like that, it's just so hateful, and you're taking money for it. It's not like you're trying to draw attention to yourself. Anyway, look, this is the message. Love each other, people. We're all we have. The message in the Text Maniac section was from Tommy from Reading. He said, "All I see is young men of fighting age. Why don't they go back to their own country and fight for their country like we did in WW2? Says Tommy from Reading, 24. I'd like to send Tommy out to Syria or somewhere. See how you get on with a shovel in your back garden against a drone that you can't even see. This is the voice of Tommy. This is not the views or opinions of the author. This is me channeling Tommy the dickhead from Reading. We're all just different colours on a Dulux chart. People love each other. We are all we have. We are all we have. We don't look over our shoulder. It's not the way we're going. I love you all. Thank you for coming. And this is for all of you. Scum, adrift on the ocean. I show no emotion. They're not me and you. They're all young men of fighting age women, holding shivering children. I really don't care. I wish they would go home, go back where they come from. It's not like they'll be the last ones. Sympathy's thin and humanity's yesterday's news. I can't stand what they stand for, sneaking in through the back door. Sympathy's thin and humanity is yesterday's news. Chaos at borders, motherless daughters and fatherless sons. They've got Muslimic ray guns and they're radical wrongers, and they don't speak the lingo, and I don't like their food. I wish they would go home, go back where they come from. It's not like they'll be the last ones. Sympathy's thin and humanity's yesterday's news. What the hell'd you come here for? Wherefore we can't take any more. Sympathy's thin and humanity is yesterday's news. I've no empathy. They're a virus with shoes. To get tough, 'cause we've all had enough of these scroungers and benefit cheats. When there ain't enough homes we can't shelter our own, we should kick them all out on the streets. On the streets. But I have a dream. Do you have a dream? I have a dream today. I wish they would go home and go back where they come from. It's not like they'll be the last ones. Sympathy's thin and humanity's yesterday's news. All this trouble they're making, they don't even eat bacon. Sympathy's thin and humanity's oh good. Sympathy's thin and humanity
humanity. Humanity's yesterday's news. Would you like to be beside the seaside? Would you like to be beside the sea? Would you like to walk along the prom, where the brass band play? Go back, you scum. That a bit heavy? I was terrified in case Britain First took it as an anthem. No, honest to God, mate, I played it to me miss and she said some people mightn't get that. So I included Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech in the middle of it as like the biggest fucking irony signpost you could find, you know. As my mate said, if it was written about Essex, man, it should have been any old irony. All right, it gives me great pleasure. Come on, you get up. I'm going to talk about you while you set your shit up. This is going to be my last stop for the evening. It'd be good to have a, yeah?
Right, we're going seamlessly to a recording we made this afternoon of Nasher and some unknown person that picked up a guitar and played, and he's going to plug it in a minute as well.
Yeah, we're gonna. So yeah. Now I know you all know Stuart, don't you? Because he's like, yeah, he's on you. You don't know the Stuart I know. You know when we were the young pups in Frankie Goes to Hollywood with me and my other two compatriots who would be in Studio 2 at Sam West on the graveyard shift, and they'd send Stu in to work with us. What we didn't know about the graveyard shift, we thought it was downtime, right? And then the bill come in and we're working from like 11 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning, and we're still being charged a bag of sand. George Michael's upstairs for £800 a day. We're getting striped. Talking of stripes, we were recording a track on. If you're familiar with the Welcome to the Pleasure Dome album, it was a particularly memorable night in Sound West. We just received gold disc for Relax, and being the 21 and 20-year-old gobshites we were, the only way to celebrate getting this gold and disc was to have a big shark's fin of bugle and be in the studio with Stu. This resulted in 5-part slide guitar harmonies. I don't even know if it's in tune. I don't even fucking know who I am. Yeah, and ringing up fans who'd sent in letters and getting them to say shit, because like we weren't too influenced by Pink Floyd very much, and hadn't smoked untold chongs, and with a chong and a chisel. We did a bit of Born to Run as well, didn't we? Remember nearly blown. No, we're not doing that now. Like Bruce needs the PRS. Yeah, a long time ago when all this was a swamp, me and my friend Stuart here, it's great to see him. I haven't seen him for ages. He also got involved when I was doing an album in Swan Yard, which was like absolutely fabulous, but in the music industry, Darling, and all that. It was crazy. But anyway, this is our common thread. We go back all the way to 1984 together. And thank you very much for coming. Next time, bring your friends. I'll be back, I hope. I mean, I really appreciate it. You don't know. You've turned up tonight not knowing what you were going to get. I raise my glass to you, Box and the Queen's Head. Thank you. My latest way of introducing this song is Protecting Hooded Claws since 1984. I'll protect you from the hooded claw and keep the vampires from your door. Feels like fire. I'm so in love with you. The dreams are like angels, they keep at bay. And love is the light scaring darkness away. I'm so in love with you, purge the soul, make love your goal. The power of love, a force from above, cleaning my soul. Flame unburned desire, love with tongues of fire, purge the soul and give me some Stu Brew Boss vibes. I'll protect you from the hooded claw, keep the vampires from your door. When the chips are down, I'll be around with my undying, death-defying love for you. And envy will hurt itself, and let yourself be beautiful, sparkling love flowers and pearls and pretty girls. Love is like an energy rushing inside of me. Yeah, the power of love, a force from above, cleaning my soul. Flame unburned desire, love with tongues of fire, purge the soul and make love your. This time we go sublime. Love is entwined, divine, divine. Love is danger, love is pleasure, and love is pure, the only treasure. I'm so in love with you, purge the soul, make love your goal. From above, cleaning my soul. The power of love, a force from above, a skyscraping dove. Songs of fire, purge the soul, make love your. We got the power, we got the power of love. We got the power, We got the power, we got the power of love. We got the power, we got the power, we got the power of love. We got the power, we got the power.
We got the power, haven't we, lad? Since 84, lads, since 84. Mr. Stuart Bruce, Box Redison. Thanks very much. I've got some CDs, just let me get a pint. Come and say hello. What time's last orders? 12.
Thank you very much. What can we say? Nasher? Big hand for Stuart. Garage. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Thank you for coming out on an awful night. But we've had a wonderful night tonight. Thank you very much. Remember, on the 25th of next month, we've got After Aura, Gypsy Fingers, and the Blood Choir. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Drive home safely, everybody. Get a few drinks, those who aren't driving. Thank you. Good night.